Hello, 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 good people. Hello, good people. I am Dr. Hollie Kelly, and this is Dr. Kelly's perspective for Monday, September 25th. Saturday's date was, I was a day ahead. So, hello, hello, hello. I am coming to you this morning, back on West Coast time, back home with the family, and I realized over the Hello, Bridget. Bridget, you are down pat now. I am very proud of you. You got this thing. I realized that on yesterday was exactly 1 year ago where I started doing Dr. Kelly's Perspectives. And so I've entitled this, Just Do It. And, you know, almost saying just do it sounds too simplistic. You don't know what I'm trying to do. You don't know what I'm trying to break this habit of. You don't know where I'm trying to go. And I thought that through the response is still at the end of the day, after the end of what you're saying, you still just need to do it, because it's not going to happen until you do it. It doesn't happen because you've thought about it. It doesn't happen because you've hoped for it. It doesn't happen because you really, really pleaded. And it happens when we get up and do. And it almost doesn't matter what the what is. If you are trying to save money and build a nest egg, or, you know, build a travel account, if you are trying to get in shape, if you are trying to strengthen a marriage, if you are trying to restore a relationship of any kind, if you are trying to make a career progression, if you want a deeper spiritual walk, fill in the blank with whatever it is. It doesn't happen until you begin to do it. Now, I started the perspective this morning letting you know that it's been 1 year. And the reason I say that is because when it just so happened, it wasn't planned. It really wasn't. I just so happened to try a Facebook Live because I wanted people to know that the National Museum of African American History and Culture was opening up. It was a year ago. And so I sort of like, well, let me just put this on my Facebook in case people don't know. And then I came back and did a little commentary thing with it, and I figured I had a perspective that I wanted to share. My point is, I committed to good morning all who are joining me. Good morning and good afternoon. I committed to being consistent. That's it. I just committed to being consistent. And so at first I said, okay, well, Hollie, I can do 3 days a week, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturdays, and I can be consistent. There is power in consistency, and I knew that much. There is a discipline involved with consistency, with doing anything. And I knew that, you know, I was pretty disciplined, but I was going to put it to the test by committing, not being motivated all the time, committing to give a perspective 3 days a week. And then August of this year, my birthday week, I was trying to make a timeline, and it just so happened to be that I started doing 5 days a week. And so the point is, whatever you are trying to change, it is not going to be quick. It is not going to be easy. It is not always going to be convenient. And if we rest on motivation, well, I'm going to be motivated, and I'm going to, you know, I'm just going to be motivated to do this thing. Motivation is only a starting point. It's only a starting point. If it is not backed up and undergirded by a commitment to do, it's going to fall short. And so I am encouraging you that whatever it is, stop with the stop and go. Commit to something. Get an accountability circle, an accountability partner to help remind you and tag you on those things, to check you when the motivation starts waning, as it inevitably will. But if it is important enough to you, again, in our health, in our relationship, in our finances, in our profession, in our spiritual walk, whatever area of your life you are trying to move to another level, commit to doing it. And I don't want to make it sound so simplistic. Girl, just do it. Stop all that talking, just do it. Because I recognize everything. You're trying to change years of a habit. And I get it. But I'm not out here on my own with some super special commitment DNA. I got some DNA, some genes that are tagged commitment. I don't have that either. But I do have the ability to recognize that Hollie chooses. Okay, I choose. And then I back myself up and surround myself with people who will hold me accountable. It makes it easier. But I'm not waiting on quick. I'm not waiting on easy. So whatever it is you have chosen to do, that's why I always take these things in 30-day segments. Commit to an actionable item in 30-day segments. Commit to it so that will help shift you and help move you into a place of a new habit. Okay, it's not rocket science, and it's not just for a special few. Well, you can do that because, and you come up with some rationale that makes it, that thrusts the responsibility off your shoulders and gives them some kind of super special status. No, we have everything we need to do what we have to get done. Okay, not easy, not quick, not always convenient. Even after the motivation wanes, it is our responsibility. Where do you want to go? Where do you want to see yourself? If you no longer want to remain stuck, and a lot of us are, and just because we're stuck does not stop your gut from churning and rumbling and knowing that there is more. Good morning, baby sister. So I'm just encouraging you, yes, make the decision. Surround yourself with at least one accountability partner who will check you, who will hold you to it, who will encourage you and remind you and be there with you. And then we just got to get out and do it. Stop talking about it and get out and do it. I don't think there's any scenario that you're going to give me where the answer is not going to be, you just have to get started. You have to commit to it and you have to do it. In relationships, in money, in spirituality, in your career, fill in the blank. Okay. Until next time, until we meet again, listen, take real good care of yourselves.